Hello y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Make sure to leave a like or subscribe down below. This poem is called Here and Now. It's hard letting stuff go, but afterwards I feel something that can only be compared to a sigh of relief. I think to myself, am I selfish to let that sigh go while what I let go is still holding on to that breath? If anything, it's selfless. I know what I needed, and all I can do is send it out with love. How can one be selfish when love is so deeply involved it chokes the both of you? In another universe, me and my high school friends are still having lunch together. I hope in the future they invent a small golden light that follows you everywhere, and when something's about to end, it shines brightly so you know. And if you're never going to see someone again, it'll shine brightly and both of you can be polite and say, it was nice to have you in my life while I did. Good luck with everything that happens after now. Lane Thomas. So hey y'all, hey. It is in fact the next day. The weather today is very interesting. But let me not. Basically, I wanted to give y'all a little background to this poem. Some little lore. Yeah, I wanted to give some lore about this poem and what inspired me to write it, and basically the events that conspired and what's it about. So this was the very first poem that I ever written, and it wasn't the poem that made me realize that poetry is one of my purposes. And I say one of them because I'm a girl of all trades, but poetry is one of my purposes. And I actually wrote 3 or 4 poems before the one that hit that nail on the head. I was like, oh shoot, I really got a talent for this, But with this one, the events that conspired in order to come along for this poem, and I feel like it honestly applies to my life. I wrote this almost a year ago. Not even but I wrote this about a year ago, and it still applies to my current life, where it's I am a lover, and ironically I haven't really had any actual romantic lovers. So I pour that love. I've tended to pour that love within my friends. And especially during high school, and I was the kid that was, bullied and whatnot. So I didn't really have many friends in elementary school and middle school. So when I did start gaining friends, that was like, OMG, people that I think like me for me and I can show myself and be myself, etc. I gave them everything plus more. Even in times that I shouldn't have been treated a certain way because I wasn't so used to having friends. I was like, oh, it's okay. So there's a lot that I definitely let slide that owed me, past me, for sure let slide in the name of friendship or in the name of keeping a friend. But I had came to a dawning realization that, and ignore the background if y'all hear stuff, But I had came to a dawning realization that the friends around me, it was my sophomore year of college, yeah. And I had realized that the friends around me didn't really know me for real, they did not know that I'm a artist for real. I am a person of expression for real. I was kind of just seen as the jokester or Emma, and it was a reflection within myself of dang, it's because not only did I not show that part of myself, but I wasn't tapped in enough to showcase that part of myself. That being said, it caused me to go down a whole tunnel of I felt like the love that I was giving to my friendships and to the people around me wasn't being reciprocated in the same way that I would have wanted to. Like throughout high school, I have very strict parents, so it's like I couldn't even go out, etc. But the times that I would like lie on behalf of my friends. I would, go to everyone's houses, like 5 different people's houses, pick them up in my car, drive around, make sure to drop them all off, rush back home, etc., 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 doing above and beyond. Yet, some people were still putting things on me or giving me feelings that I felt like I wouldn't otherwise give to them. So, yeah, it was all a reflection within myself. But as someone that really, 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 really loves my friends, and every single person that has been my friend, they still have a place within my heart, 4 on the clock, and they can never not have a place within my heart because, nostalgia and all those people have made me into who I am right now in this moment. So it was hard accepting that maybe these are people that I need to let go. And thank God I got a Libra sign because I was able to balance it for real. But it was really hard. Like it took a lot of turmoil and whatnot. And I realized that there's some people that are not accepting of the new version of myself that I'm becoming, that it would take more work than not in order to grow with each other and whatnot. So I had to leave some people where they were within our friendships. And up to me, like I would explain it all the way down, but it's at a point where people will hear what they want to hear. And if they think they don't deserve something, then they're gonna keep pushing with that mindset. And I just had to go based off of what I was feeling internally. And I knew I didn't like what I was feeling internally. I desired friendships that were intimate, very intimate. And that required for me to be intimate with myself. And yeah, so I've had to let go of a lot of past friends, and I still love them now. But that is essentially what inspired this poem. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And I know I'm not the only one. Honestly, I thought this was like a universal thing where it's like people tend to like let people go once they get to not another level, but once they come to particular realizations and etc. And that's a hard thing. But I had recently, I guess I'm ranting now, but I had recently met a girl. She was like, yeah, I've never really let go of a friend. Like, I just miss my friends. They're just very like spread out type beats, so I don't get to see them as often. I'm like, wow, that's the ideal that I really want. Like, I want friends all over the world type beat. And even if we're not in contact, I want it to be like when I do see you, oh, it's up. It's like we never stop talking. Or more like we stop talking, we come back and we pick up where it's from and we say everything underneath the sun, with no judgment or preconceived notions or perceptions involved. Just content and happy to be within each other's presence. And no traumas present, like healing from our own individual traumas, so then we could come together and share our traumas, and not instead of bonding with them, reflect on our traumas together instead of making it the forefront of our relationship. That being said, yeah, I think, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.